Um, okay. Hello, this is Dimitri, Marionette Show, whatever the name says on whatever platform I'm using right now. I'm mainly just making a little moments event, if that makes any sense. Taking you out on little walks. So, recently, all I can think about is, well, my past mixed with some of my present. And by that I mean I've had a lot of people who came and gone in my life. Some of which who were terrible and I wish to never see again, and others who were great experiences in my life that I'm glad I've met. I am also grateful for those bad ones in my life, because if it weren't for those, then I would have never actually been able to get through with the stuff that I've had to go and continue with in the future. But this is more on the subject of the people who really meant a lot to me as I grew up. Just as everyone has, there's those family members that you don't really see anymore, or other people that you don't really show your true feelings around. Growing up, and then even now, though it's more visible, that was my brother. I do miss my biological brother a lot, and I do want to see him again, but that'll be a very long while. And thinking stuff like this has kind of been upsetting me, but I feel like I kind of have to get it out now. And you see, another thing I want to mention is when I first started YouTube and everything, starting on social media when I was so young, I was so excited, to be a part of the community, doing something that I never thought I'd be capable of doing, making videos daily, making people happy, having conversations. I even had a few relationships. It's those relationships that made it worthwhile. There were, once again, some bad ones, or some ones that really didn't last long, either because, just a kid. Kids get in trouble a lot, get grounded, saying can't do certain stuff. For me, it was mainly the fact that I have anger issues, and basically, from what other people say, I'm bipolar, and I'm not even gonna lie on that. They're not wrong. But there are some people that I do miss from that era in my life. Yeah, I miss some of my exes from that time. You named Maya, Terry, stuff like that, or TB, as what they prefer. Around this time, I had been in a lot of relationships. One of them even being with, I'm going to say this, but don't ask, please. One of them was with a guy. That didn't last long, but I was young. Yeah. My most recent one is the one that is the most impactful on me as of recently. But I've always said that I wanted to meet those people again someday. I want to go around the world. I want to try to see them again, talk to them, make sure they're alright. I want to be able to help them with whatever they're going through. In the current state that my life is at or going, I'm not really sure that that'll ever be possible. But yeah, I do hope that one of them sees this at least, so they can understand that I do still care about them. They brought some of the greatest memories in my life around that time, and I'm extremely grateful. I wish that the fun could have lasted longer, and if I ever see them again, hopefully we can be friends as we were before. And for Bree, they, unlike the others, they made me feel like I could truthfully experience love in a different perspective. Like, in the way that I see everything, in the way that I was being treated while I was with them. It was something unlike most relationships. It actually lasted, and it hurt when it was finally over. I would give anything for that one back. It's not just the way I was being treated in the relationship, it was being with them in general that made it really worthwhile. And I made a lot of mistakes. Ones that I wish I could correct. Even though I know it's impossible, I just feel that if I keep waiting for that day to come, that it will actually happen. That it's not just some hope, but an actual thing that will happen eventually. And the actual subject of this has gotten me a bit quiet because I don't know exactly what there is to say about the situation. It's like I mainly put myself in this because of my mistakes. Mistakes that I have been working to try and fix, trying to be better since then. Even with my older relationships, I made lots of mistakes that I learned from that made me better. And even situations back then that taught me that I would have to say no to some people, that I'd have to stand up for myself, that I couldn't just let myself be just some sort of toy to someone. And once again, I'm grateful for these small things, but it's kind of just, if things never ended up this way, where would I be now? Is what I stop and think to myself sometimes. Because, yeah, I do have these feelings that I don't like expressing. I do act weird at times, I can't admit these. I make very stupid decisions that should be pretty self-explanatory on not to do. But I've never been the smartest, and I'm still never going to be. I just wish that to some people I was actually an option to them. instead of being like a second choice, or just not even a last option, just not an option in general. The thought that a person would possibly get back with someone who hurt them instead of me makes me feel a lot of I can't remember the word. It brings a lot of self-doubt to myself, because if that is the case, then does that mean that I'm not good enough? Was I never good enough? Did I not actually learn anything? I've taken a stand. I've said what I must, and I've tried my best. Even though I am truthfully out of hope, I'm still waiting for, hopefully, them to come back to me. That is, if I deserve it, or if I'm actually ready for such. Or even if I still want that, which I believe I will, but only time will tell. I've fixed problems going on in my own life before, with family stuff involving friends and stuff like that. I miss my best friend, even though multiple times I know I could have possibly tried to visit her. Now I'm saving up money for stuff like that to see if I can. And if I can, then I'll finally see her after, I believe, a year, 2. I'll be happy to see her again, but then I'd like to have a conversation with someone who's not that far away. After something happened, he and I didn't even really notify each other as friends due to a whole situation of drama. I'd like to at least talk to him in person and settle whatever ties there are between us. So that way, even if we aren't talking to each other anymore, to at least end it on a good note, if that makes sense. Recently, with school stuff though, the way things are looking, I'm not 100% that I'll be moving on to the next grade next year. That is my fault, but in a defense type of way, I've been going through a lot of stuff, emotionally, personally, yeah. That is my fault though, because I let that stuff get in the way of my actual school life. And recently, something did happen that kinda, how do I word it? It was basically in a way where my school life got mixed with drama, and I didn't know what to do in that point. I mean, it's the pretty weird combination between school and drama. School drama is different than most drama, especially when they kind of force into a whole relationship between the people, and then it becomes relationship drama. lastly, before I end this video, I'm not even really sure where my emotions are anymore. It's complicating, but I'll have to figure it out. Whether it be alongside those who I care about, former or new friends, even current friends now, maybe with a partner or a person that is special to me, even family. I know in the end I'll find it out eventually on what I'm doing with my life, where I'm going, and how I'm feeling. I may not know it now, but I know that eventually, when that road comes, I'll be willing to find out and work out however it needs to go. And those who actually listen to this whole thing, I'm hoping that you'll be there with me whenever I find out or make of whatever any of this is. And if you're going through something similar, I'm hoping that I'll be there when you need me to. If you ever have talked to me, we've had serious conversations, even if we haven't, I don't want you to be afraid to actually talk to me about stuff like that. I know as much as anyone else that sometimes you just need a person to talk to, or a person to be there for you. That's why I do what I do as much as I can. I'll be turning 18 next month, and hopefully I'll at least have most of what I've been talking about in here settled. Maybe I'll have the person I love back. Maybe I'll get to see some old friends. Maybe I'll get to make them new friends, or have them, like, accept me into their life again. Maybe I'll see my best friends again. Maybe I'll fix the problems that were left off there. Maybe I'll actually pass my grade and surprise everyone, including myself. Maybe I'll prove that I'm something that no one ever saw in me. But until then, I'll see y'all in whatever the next video of any of this will be. Let's cramp my arm. I'll see y'all. And I really hope y'all didn't watch the full of this, because if you didn't, it may just seem like I'm just being stupid. But yeah, get back to y'all as soon as I can. I love you all. Be safe.